Welcome to Face Your Fears, Claim Your Destiny Soul Therapy. My name is Sarah and I will be your host. If this is your first time chiming in, welcome to the family. If you're a returning sister or brother, thanks for stopping by. You're just in time for my fifth video in Discovering Inspirational Musicians series. As I have mentioned in all videos, spring is here. My spirit needs a pick-me-up. I'm sure all of your guys' do. I need to shed this winter hibernation feeling that is suffocating me. It's literally suffocating me. Ugh. It's just like invading my energy field. And I'm done. I'm totally done with feeling this blasé feeling. I, along with so many others of you, we all need to pull ourselves out of this winter funk. Actually, we need to pull ourselves out of this pandemic funk. Done. I'm done. No more my energy. I'm reclaiming my power back. This hibernating bear within me is awake. My soul is craving like the touch of spring's gifts of renewal. And, it's the same gift spring gives us every year. But I feel like I've sacrificed the last 2 years of spring and summer joy to just hiding in my basement, not talking to people, covering up my face. I'm not doing it no more. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, so it's time to jumpstart my soul. And the only way I know how to do that is through music. Loud and proud and let it roar. That's the only thing that works for me, baby. So, in this fourth video of Discovering Inspirational Musicians of the series, we are covering Daft Punk, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. Excuse me for a minute. I have a little tickle in my throat. Anyway, I'm back. Let's just get this microphone back on. There we go. But I want to do it a little differently this time, okay? We're going to do a reaction video, but we're going to do it in 2 different ways. I'm not going to I will give you guys the history, but I have Jake in another room. He can't hear a word. He has never heard the song Harder, Better, Faster, and Stronger by Daft Punk. He knows nothing about it, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys the background history of this song, but he's nowhere around me. I won't even let him hear it first. I like reactions. So I'm going to let him hear it, and I'm going to record his reactions. I'm going to not let him watch the video because the video changes the whole song, right? So I'm going to let him hear it. We're going to hear him react. Then we're going to let him hear it and watch the video and react. He's going to have headphones on because I'm not allowed to play music, clearly. And then I'm going to pause it because Doug will be over here within the next hour. I'm going to do the same thing to Doug, who I know he can't stand electronical music, but this has such a good message in it. And so his reaction should be really, really interesting. Jake is young. He's spunky. I think he'll like it. But Doug, at first, he'll be like, ugh. But he's got to listen to the whole thing. And then once he watches the video, I think he'll be like, wow. Because it's about perspective. And sometimes it's almost like music racism, right? We're like, oh, don't like electronic, so you're not even going to give it the time of day. Or I don't like this, I'm not even going to listen to it. But sometimes, you read the lyrics and you instantly like a song that you thought you wouldn't have liked. So that's where this is going to get interesting, all right? So let's go here. I'm going to go back to my notes. I was having fun working on this Daft Punk today. So let's get through my notes. God, I have a lot of notes. I've been having lots of fun. Okay, here we go. Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. A live version of Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger was released as a single from this album, Alive, in 2007 on October the 15th. This version won a Grammy Award for Best Dance Recording in 2009. Okay. Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger is written in the key of F minor. It is a song by French duo Daft Punk, released in October of 2001 as a 4th single from their second studio album, Discovery. In October of 2011, NME placed it at number 132 on his list of 150 best tracks of the past 15 plus years. Its record label was Virgin Records. Songwriter Thomas Bangalter, Edwin Birdsong, Guy Manuel D. This is French. Guy Manuel D. HOMEMCHRISTO. I'm not even going to botch his name. It's probably a beautiful name. I don't want to botch it. Producers were Daft Punk. Okay, so this is a quote from Edwin Birdsong. He said, "Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger" was built around a bouncy keyboard riff sampled from the 1979 track Cola Bottle Day by the funk musician Edwin Birdsong. In 2016, Birdsong said, "I recorded Cola Bottle Baby, so 30 years ago. And here come some guys from France. I asked them, 'Where did you find this music?' And they said, 'I was going through bins and it popped out. I'm blessed and I continue to be blessed by opening my arms to God every day.'" In 2016, Daniel Jenkins wrote for HuffPost, "For all the gifts electronic deities Daft Punk have bestowed upon pop music, no track feels quite as iconic or ingenious as Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. 15 years on from its release, and it's hard to think of a dance track that's as prominent in popular culture or influential to modern electronic music." In 2021, Billboard ranked the song number 2 on its list of the 20 greatest Daft Punk songs. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that because I have more about the message in the song, but I don't really want to say what the message is because I'm going to have Jake come out here right away and he's going to listen to it and we're going to get his reaction, and then he's going to listen to it and watch the video with headphones and we'll get his reaction. And then I'm going to kind of pause this, and when Doug shows up, we're going to do the same thing with Doug. And then afterwards, I'm going to explain to them the whole message in the song after they tell me what they think of it. So it's going to be a little fun. So anyways, I'm going to put you on pause here. I'm going to get Jake out of the soundproof room. He's going to come out. We're going to put music on with his headphones, and we're going to record his reaction. So hold on a sec. Let's get Jake. All right, who do we have here again with us today on panel?
Jake, the young, inspiring musician.
You gotta speak up, Jake.
Sorry, Jake, the young, enthusiastic musician.
Right on. Okay, Jake, so have you ever heard this song before? Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk.
Maybe once.
But you don't know?
No, I don't really
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the mic on you. You got your Beats on, I got them plugged in, and you're gonna listen to the song. And we're gonna talk. We need you to talk throughout the song. Tell us the thoughts that came up, how you feel about it. Then we're gonna listen to the song again while you watch the video. Okay. And see if the message changes, okay?
Okay.
So let's get this put on you. You're going to have to put your thumb up if it's too loud, okay?
Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry, let's go back to the beginning. There.
That's a good volume.
Good volume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me of like an 80s arcade game.
Yeah.
Like, you know how the music sounds like a thing that just plays on one of those. It's really funky. It's like a cool bass funk and stuff like that.
Right on. Keep telling me how you feel, how it makes you feel. If this song's saying anything to you, if you get an impression.
It makes me want to dance. Like, I feel like I'm in disco, you know? Like,
Jake's doing a dance. He can't hear me talk, but Jake's dancing. The music's pretty loud. He's dancing away. How do you feel?
like I want to dance.
Okay, keep going. Are you listening to the music, or is the beat taking over?
No, I'm listening. I've heard that sampled in other songs. Sorry, it just makes me want to dance.
Pretty quiet.
I'm trying to listen to some of the lyrics. It talks about working harder to get better, faster, and stronger.
What do you think it's talking about?
Maybe your mentality?
Okay, keep listening.
It's talking about how work is never over, so that's why it makes me think of the mentality. Like, you're always constantly having to train your brain. It's really funky, though. Like, I just want to get up and dance. I feel like it'd be a fun song if you were out with your friends at like a bar or something. It'd be like a fun dance song. Like a memorable song of the night. Does that make sense?
Yep. Jake's still dancing away.
It's just the same lyrics repeating, so I gotta say, it's definitely think about like your mental health. I feel like it's something that they talk about.
Okay, now Jake. Now I want you to watch the video. No, you gotta listen.
Oh.
I can't
Okay.
play on YouTube. So I'm gonna let you watch the video, and I want you to speak, like talk more, because you weren't talking a whole lot. But I want you to tell me how you feel when watching the video and listening to the song. Okay? Because we hear, but we see.
One, I didn't feel like I was getting too much just hearing.
Right. Because so sometimes visually we learn more than we hear, right? So
when we can see something in front of us.
This is also visual arts. So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, yep, right there.
So it's like robotics kind of, oh, it's sucking the memories out of people. I think. There's this robot and it has something attached to the people's heads, and they're like in the incubators. It's like cloning people, I think. Because like adding pigment to their skin. Because it came out blue.
So it's an animated video.
So it's like creating the best person, I guess. Huh. This is way different than what I thought it would be.
Right? Visual and hearing is totally different, but they're all parts of the song.
There's like trackers put on them. On their glasses, there's like a red beeping light. It's like they just cloned a band. Because now all of a sudden they're playing. I would have never thought of this. Like when I was just listening to now.
That's why I picked this song.
Yeah, that's a little confusing, but definitely interesting.
Okay, so now I want you to tell me the difference. No, keep it on you. The difference between how you felt just listening to it, with your perspective listening to it versus your perspective both listening and hearing it.
My perspective hearing it, I thought it was more about your mentality because they just kept saying like, work it, do it, makes us stronger, better, and faster and stronger, something like that. And so I thought, the more you work on your mental health or just help your brain out, the better you can become as a person. That's what I thought it was about. And then like looking at it, it was
visually looking at the video.
Visually looking at it, it was like pretty much trying to shape people into one thing. Like they were cloning people is what it looked like. Like they were blue and they added pigment to their skin, and all of a sudden now there's this rock band they're watching on a TV, and the rock band, it's like creating everyone as the same person or something like that. It's very interesting.
Now, would you like to know what it's really about?
Yeah, I'm very
after
intrigued.
My deep dive? Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing to Doug when he gets here. Exactly the same thing as I did to you. Because I think this is awesome. Because I actually partied to this when I was probably your age. Well, a little bit older.
Did you think it'd be what it'd be before you?
Well, that's why I like Daft Punk. Because we went dancing. That was dancing music. But I always bought CDs, and before as I was listening to them, I always read lyrics and read who produced it and all that stuff. I've always been into the history of music. So when I first got into Daft Punk, which was in the 90s, I heard it on the radio, or you would hear it at the bar, like, oh, I like this. I really like the beat to this. And then I would look at the CD cover and be like, whoa, I had no clue that's what these songs are about, because you kind of get taken away with the electronics and the beat. Because I'm a dancer. I used to be in belly dancing. I've always been a dancer. So I feel music. But sometimes you need to sit and listen. And there are songs I've listened to for 30 plus years, and I just heard them. Like the video I did on the Beatles, Help. I literally just heard that for the first time this week. And I've listened to it for 40 something years, right? So let's talk about Daft Punk and my deep dive. And I'm going to do the same thing to Doug, okay? So now you've given your opinion. Now, you ready to listen?
Yeah.
Daft Punk, known for the robotic personas, incorporated this song as one who is working in a factory. The lyrics to this song is an anthology for building a product, particularly robotic or electronic products, as the song implies, make us in a mechanical tone. Kind of like mind control, right? Harder, better, faster, stronger is about work ethic. That's what it's about. You never would have thought that. That's what the factory was about. Work harder, work stronger, work better, work faster. Whether or not the message is being relayed to its audience is a matter of perspective, okay, when hearing it. But visually, in the music video, the cartoon protagonists are literally being made to work harder, better, faster, stronger. That's what I call an MDS. I've taught you that. Modern day slave, right? In a futuristic factory-like setting, apparently against their will, that you can see that in the video, they're not happy, they're being tied down to machines, and like you thought it was cloning, it's mind control, right? Daft Punk are actually referring to their own work ethic. That's what this song's about. They wrote it how they feel.
About music industry or
their own work ethic. I can't speak for them, but that's how they feel in the workforce.
That's very interesting.
Right? Work faster, work stronger, work harder, work better. We all feel that way in the workforce. It's never enough. Never enough. Like, remember the first video I did was Dolly Parton working 9 to 5. If anybody hasn't watched that, watch it. It's totally the same. but one's more country older and one's electronic, but it's the same message, right? And that's what's so amazing about music. It's the same message being conveyed through different outlets. It depends on how you receive the message, right? That's why music is so beautiful. So Daft Punk have proven their perseverance by continuously upgrading their music over their careers. They really have proven this song. They keep pushing. They always put out something new and good. Like, I'm sure after this, you're going to want to go check out Daft Punk because they're pretty cool. I mean, they are one of my favorites. Like, I've always had Daft Punk in my music collection. And when I leave this earth, in my music collection, Daft Punk will still be there. Period. It brings out a feeling in me that other music can't. Just like 9 Inch Nails. Like, that's not for everybody. And I can't listen to it for every mood. But when I'm in the mood for some good 9 Inch Nails, lay it on me and I'll thrive in it. But you got to be on a different wavelength of thinking, right? The main message in here is that there's always work that needs to be done. That's the main message of this song, right? So now let's say for Doug, a listener, that is not familiar with Daft Punk, right, at all, especially harder, better, faster, stronger, the message in this song is pretty clear. And I think even to someone like Doug, but we'll find out because you were you were kind of on track, but you're still a little surprised when I told you it was about work ethic and how they feel basically like modern day slaves, right? Work harder, work better, work faster, be stronger. It's just nonstop.
The nice thing about it is with listening just to it, there's so many ways you can interpret that message.
Right. So it's basically, it's encouragement to be more productive today than you were yesterday. That's what it's a song. It's a song about being productive, if you want the truth. So basically, put it more bluntly, this is a song of inspiration, one in which it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the song's message, if you really think about it. Once you listen to it, once you visually see it, you're clear on what it's about, right? Mm-hmm. So Jake, now that you've heard, this is the research, this is from Daft Punk, this is from the creators. Now that you've heard that it's actually about work ethic and feeling like a slave, like being pushed to be faster, better, stronger, all of it, better, faster, stronger, and work harder. Now that you know the true meaning behind this song, can you leave us with one final thought, please, before we put this on pause and have this seasoned musician, Doug, come in and tell us how much it's driving him nuts? Hold on a sec. Or maybe he'll like it. Who knows? Hopefully we'll open him up to a whole different way of thinking. But your final thoughts on this song, please.
One final thought was the tone of the music was completely different on the message. Like I was dancing when I was listening to it, I was like, I want to dance.
Serious message.
And it was once I listened to how you described it, it was like, whoa.
Watching, not my describing, but going from listening to watching.
That was a big change.
Did the mood change? Like you went from listening, and I saw you were dancing. You were really getting into it. And then when you watched the video, you had this really serious look on your face.
Well, it definitely took me aside because, like I was saying, it was like funky, and I was like, I felt like I could dance this going out,
like I did,
like you did.
Before I listened to the lyrics.
And then all of a sudden I listened to it, and I was like, that's way different than what I thought it'd be, and it really left me kind of speechless because I was taken aback at how different it actually was.
So, do you think that this is a song? If you felt at work discouraged, I'm not appreciated, I deserve a raise, blah, 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 blah. Do you think this song by Daft Punk, right? Do you remember what it's called?
Work harder? I don't know.
No, because I want you to remember it because I really think that you should, listen to it on your own time, okay? This song is called Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were having a day where you felt unappreciated by your boss, you felt like you're working hard, you felt like you needed a break, you just wanted a little bit of gratitude. Do you think after hearing the song and watching the video that putting on Daft Punk Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger is a song that would make you feel like you could relate to it and you would feel understood and you weren't alone as a modern day slave.
Yeah, I feel like I could relate to it, and I feel like it also has the ability to put me in a better mood just because of that nice funk sound. Like it's like it'll start by lifting my mood and changing that, and then like my mentality will follow. You know what I mean? So like changing the mood, all of a sudden I'm thinking of, you know what, I can do better tomorrow. I'll be faster, stronger, better. You know what I mean?
That's exactly the message that Daft Punk is trying to say. Don't give up, just push harder, persevere, stare it in the face, conquer, right? So I think your perspective's awesome. I really, really, really appreciated that. Yeah, that's great. I'm really curious to see how Doug's going to react. I'm sure you're curious to see how he'll react because it's really nice to compare like the 33 years age gap between you guys. And I'm like the middleman kind of thing where it's like, okay, I'm just going to see what you guys think because I know what I think, right? So Jake, thank you. Oh, and one last thing. Would you like me to read the lyrics? Do you think that if I read the lyrics, you can get one more perspective or are you good?
I think I'm good because it just sounded like the lyrics repeated most of the time.
They did. So I'll just read them just because they did repeat, but they're very simple. It says, work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. More than hour, never, ever after work is over. Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work is harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work is harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. See how much it repeats? It's like an anthem for a modern day slave. And it keeps going. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us more than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. And it continues. It just continues and it continues. And that's all the words. In the last verse, it goes, work it harder, do it faster, more than ever, our work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger, more than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. That's exhausting.
It's crazy how without the electronics though, it sounds very poetic, does it not? Like,
exactly.
It's just crazy how if you remove that, it sounds more like a poem.
Exactly. And it's very sad.
I
It's
agree.
very sad because that our lives are made up of so much more than that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm pushing that people get themselves out of the matrix, stop with a 3D thinking, and step it up to more of a 5D level where, you got to stop and smell the roses and really realize what's important to our spirit and not so much to our ego. All right, you guys, I'm going to put this on a hiatus for a minute and, well, a minute in your world and probably half an hour in mine. And when Doug shows up, we're going to do this again. And I can't wait in the end to have a discussion with both you guys.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'll see you guys. You said you want to talk to both of us at the end? Or?
Yeah, once Doug has done what you just did, and then I'm going to talk to both you guys, and we'll have a little discussion. But neither of you guys get to hear each other's responses.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, and then you can check it out on the video. If you like what I'm doing here, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos. And would you agree, of the 15 songs, of all the songs in the world, I only picked 15, and there's so many inspirational songs. But would you say that this song by Daft Punk, Harder, Better, Faster, and Stronger, is a suitable song as one that would be discovering inspirational musicians?
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel that it's totally different than what I think, and think that's really cool for a musician. Like, you got to think outside the box a little bit. And they got really creative with the way they displayed it, with the way they like audioed it. You know what I mean? Like the audio output. It's really crazy.
So before you actually heard the lyrics and watched the video, you probably just thought they were nothing bad and just making noise. Am I right?
Just electronic noise is what I thought it was, you know? Just, you know, bass lines and electronic stuff. I didn't think it was so in-depth as it was.
Okay, and now you'll understand why I previously, I think my second inspirational video was Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll understand that too. A lot of people are like, that rap crap, it's just in my head. And they don't, because it's so blah, 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 really fast and in your face and aggressive, right? And a lot of times we miss some really ingenious work because we tell ourselves we don't like something, right?
Yeah.
And this is the point I'm making with Doug when he gets here, because he is like old school. So this is, at first you'll be like, it's going to be the hardest like 4 minutes of his life. But I really want to know his perspective, because you're certainly changed from the beginning till now. So thanks again for your time. And we're going to touch base with you after we do this with Doug. And then the two of you, we're all, you guys are going to have a little collaboration. All right. So we'll check in with you in a bit here, Jake. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.